We'll go ahead and start with Alex. Go ahead, Alex.
Hey, Jonathan. Thank you for your time.
Hi, Alex.
Obviously, you guys have now officially eliminated from the playoffs. I could just get your thoughts on maybe this season, the ups and downs, and just everything that's gone on since the start of the year.
Yeah, it has obviously been a difficult season for us. We were playing catch up for the last 2/3 of the season, basically off the back of a not great start, and we could put that down to many things, as obviously you can all imagine. But whatever happened in that first kind of 10 games did set us back a lot. I think we were aware that since May or so we've been probably in the top 2-3 teams in terms of points per game, and we were, we weren't winning every game, but we were in good form. We were picking up points. We weren't losing many. Probably drew too many along the way in order for us to catch up. But if you want to talk about the season as a whole, then I think the first 10 games, it's very difficult. Also, with the fact that the MLS season is reasonably short, 34 games, suddenly 10 of them gone, and you're running out of games. It happens very quickly. That's probably where we'll look back if we're talking about the season as a whole.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about Greg Manny. How do you think he's managed you guys in this difficult time? Obviously, a lot of injuries, things going off the field. How has he kind of managed you guys, and especially in these last 10 games where you guys have basically fought till the very end in a lot of them?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we've had some difficult results throughout the season, but I never hear any of the players say a bad word about Greg, and that's honestly quite rare when things aren't going the way of the team sometimes. So yeah, I think absolutely no one here really has anything bad to say about Greg. He's always been so supportive of us, even in the tough moments. And going back to obviously the fact that we've had a long season, he's had to deal with, first of all, a transfer ban. Then we had some sporting director upstairs kind of stuff, and then we had the protests at the start of the season. And then we've kind of try to, fast forward some development halfway through the season by bringing a load of players in, and suddenly then you've got to get them to settle down. And honestly, we kind of did. We were picking up good results, as I mentioned. So, it's a fine line between giving you guys excuses and whatever. We obviously know we've got to be better. But, there has been things that you just can't ignore when you look at the season as a whole. I mean, injuries to Gaston, to Martin, to Chicharito, to Ricky. I'm missing one. Lucas, obviously. These are they're not kind of 4 or 5 week injuries. They're season-ending injuries. We've had about 5 or 6 of them. So, look, we know we've got to control what we can control, and we had to have been better throughout the season. We get that, but I'm not stupid, and neither is anyone here. It has been a difficult season. We've had a lot of hurdles to overcome.
Thank you, Jonathan. Say Charles back.
Thanks, Alex.
And next we'll go to Scott.
Hey, Jonathan. One persistent problem that we saw much of the season, and certainly here at the end, was just giving away too many goals.
Yeah.
When you look at that, what do you see as being key to that? And how much does it just play into some of that context that you've got new people coming in all the time and important people going out?
Yeah, I think there was a period where we were finding some defensive solidity, and we had kind of, especially when Maya came in, we kept a few clean sheets, and then it just all kind of, we just got too loose. We were just giving the ball away in bad areas and exposing ourselves basically in transition. And then on top of that, we were getting a little bit unlucky with a few deflections and stuff, and it was all just kind of giving ourselves an uphill task every game to get back in the game. And it was very difficult to obviously win a game when you're conceding goals. So, it's, I don't know, it's more of a question, I guess, for Greg in terms of how the new guys fit into that and all, tactically on the tactical side. But just from our point of view, I think we had to tighten up in many different areas. And obviously we all take responsibility for that.
Have you gone through a season like this one before? I'm sure everyone's gone through some bad seasons, but one that's like this, especially with the number of injuries?
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, it's honestly been really difficult. I had really good pre-season and then played the first 2 games, was feeling really good, honestly. And then I was out for 2.5 months, and I kind of completely lost my pre-season and any kind of preparation for coming back into basically what was a bit of a difficult situation. And then I wasn't the only one. That was the first one. Then the second one was obviously Chicharito, Martin, Jalen has been out basically all season. Lucas has done his knee. Gaston's done his knee. I mean, yeah. They were players that were playing. There were our 2 starting centre backs and our starting right back. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not. It is when you think about it. That is very unlucky. Like I don't know if many other teams lost 3 of their back 4 to season-ending knee injuries, and our holding midfielder, and our striker. So yeah, we could talk all day about some of the stuff that didn't go our way. I get that, but I don't know. It's been a difficult season for all of us, and yeah. If you mentioned about me personally, I've found it very difficult. Just dealing with the circumstances and coming back off that period of time.
It's tough to win when you lose your spine.
Yeah, and then obviously we were creating a new spine, and and we were actually winning games and picking up points. Probably too many draws, like I mentioned, but we were not losing many. We were really not losing. The last 2 games, we haven't gone our way, but leading into this final stretch of 3-4 games, we were okay. We were probably better than okay, actually. We were right up there. So it is very disappointing, and obviously the game today becomes very emotional once we realised that we're not going to be able to get back in the game. We're bringing obviously younger players on, trying to chase the game, because at the end of the day, what have we got to lose? And we're kind of exposing ourselves, and leaves us with an even worse feeling, obviously off the back of conceding so many today.
I take it you guys were not following what was going on in Dallas. You found out about that afterwards.
I still don't know what happened.
Oh,
I don't know.
They tied.
Oh, okay.
Which is why you were eliminated.
Right. Okay. I don't know. I didn't.
Okay.
But no, we knew we needed to win today, regardless. So as soon as we lose the game, then it was not gonna happen.
Yeah. Thank you, Jonathan.
All right, thanks for your time, Bondi.
Thank you, guys. Cheers.